The first of which being AEW finally announced what day they're going to be on and when. They're going to be on October 2nd on TNT Live, 2 hours. It's on Wednesday nights, so that's the night they've decided to go on. The night that is already occupied by NXT, but obviously NXT is only on WWE Network. It's not on actual television. But obviously there's rumors that might change in the very near future. That NXT is hopefully going to be on Fox Sports 1 or maybe another network or something like that. I believe the big rumor is that obviously that they're going to go to Fox Sports 1, though. And that'll be interesting when they have NXT versus AEW head to head, if that does end up happening. Now, obviously, it's going to happen technically anyway because they're on the network, but it's not the same thing. What do you think about them choosing Wednesday nights, though? You think it was a good choice?
I think that no matter what night, and we talked about this, I think initially before me and you off the air even, kind of a little bit, just back when in WWE was, why would they make it easy for them? Why? No matter what, it didn't matter. And I said with Raj last week, WWE has the luxury of that no matter what night AEW chose, WWE has the luxury of just sitting back. They can keep it on the network for a month or two even, and then bam, put it on whatever night. Like there was no winning for AEW. Like they weren't going to outmaneuver WWE on that no matter what, because WWE has that show that's not on TV that they could get on TV, and they have now a direct connection to get it on TV. So why wouldn't they? AEW isn't nowhere near them right now yet, as far as it's all very early on. But why wouldn't you counter program it and take away? Because they're going to take away some of their ratings. It's definitely going to take away some. Now, who does better? I don't know. That because we've yet to see anything with AEW. But
yeah, of course,
that is. I think it's great for the AEW guys to get on TV too. That's better exposure, and it's your character. It almost drops it down like when you go to training at NXT now. Getting on WWE NXT TV is like getting on WWE TV now. Essentially, maybe yep. Not quite the same, but now
it's a tiny step down, but a very tiny step down.
It closes that gap between developmental and the main roster, where they could then transition right to the main roster as the characters they are on TV, which they will have a better feel, because sometimes with NXT and developmental FCW, OVW, what worked in developmental doesn't always work on the big stage. So now this is actually, I think, a good thing for WWE talent, that if it doesn't work, at least it won't work at NXT TV than on Raw or SmackDown. And if it does work, they know it's probably going to work on the two main shows most likely.
My guess of what they'll do, and this is just purely my guess, but I feel like when NXT if NXT moves to television off the network, I feel like they'll do something different, because NXT will become a third brand at that point and not developmental. So they'll have to have like a different developmental system of sorts. And I feel like Evolve will get a weekly show on the WWE Network, and it'll be the new version of WWE Network will be like a mix of indie guys and people who are WWE contracted talent. So kind of like the Evolve special that we saw recently, where it was both, some of the developing guys and some of the guys they used more prominently on that side of things, on the WWE Network show side of things. So I feel like we'll see specials from ICW and WXW and Evolve and stuff like that, and it'll be indie guys in international areas, mixed with developmental guys, because I do think that they've learned that like sending out talent to the indies to work is another way of good developmental. Like it does get them kind of like just more experience in a different way.
Skills and a different workers and different styles, maybe. Not bad at all. And working relationships with those companies now, and where, like I said, getting on NXT TV is like making it now, whereas it's not. And then where they hire the guys in their training at the performance center down there, but they're using those guys more, like you said, on Evolve and these other shows, and branching them out and kind of mixing and matching and getting them their experience there. Not as on the big stage, and maybe it is on the WWE network, but it's not in front of the whole WWE universe or audience yet. And then in NXT is its own thing, and they can get that running. And I think AEW, it's going to be really interesting to see how those do head to head, and who comes out on top with that. But WWE is like, it's like we talked about, it's like Super Mario Brothers. You're working your way to the end of the levels.
Wait, hold on one second. Luke, stop. Sorry, continue.
Luke wasn't happy. Bad reference. Sonic the Hedgehog. Dogs are the best.
Continue.
Dogs are welcome on the show. I had little guy recording with me and Phoenix in here once the whole time. It's like stages of a video game where you got to go through the smaller bosses before you get to the main one. And it's like WWE has that luxury. Like, they'll put NXT against it. Like, if they beat NXT, well, fuck, we're going to flop NXT and SmackDown. You got to get through SmackDown now. And then if AEW can get through SmackDown, it's like, all right, wars are back on. But that's, to me, they have that luxury.
And then at the end, it's Vince just pumping iron in the gym, screaming profanities, ready to fucking go to war, and I like that.
Vince is back on the Ico Pro, full blown. If the XFL works out, I might call it right now. Vince might go back and try to redo Ico Pro in 2020. Oh. But yeah, man, I think it's an exciting time to see what happens with all this, and it's great for fans and for pro wrestlers, and there's options now. Hey guys, it's the big guy Ryback, and I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Go ahead and punch that like, smash that subscribe button, and check out my all-natural supplement line. Supplement. Stupid. My all-natural supplement line. Feed Me More Nutrition, available on Amazon and feedmemore.com. And as always, Conversation with the Big Guy Ryback, available on all podcast platforms, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and wherever podcasts are available. Never forget, feed me more.
Watch full episodes here on YouTube. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button if you had a great time watching. And for all supplements, check out feedmemore.com.